Welcome to this video. In this video I will go over our creative system which made us able to scale like to 700k a month. And yeah, let's dive into it. Like as you can see here, we did like more than 700k last month. And yeah, I will go over the questions of where do we source our creatives from, how to source them, and the systems behind testing, because I think those are the most important questions many people will have and also the most interesting. Yeah, let's dive into it. Where to source creatives? Like what we do is like we go to Twitter. I mean, there are many other platforms you can source creatives from, but that's what we do out of our experience. We go to Twitter and put in like UGC opportunity, and when you put it in, you can see like many people making shout outs, and not shout outs, but they are posting tweets where they ask for UGC creators. And as you can see here, there was a girl who asked for UGC creators, and she got 56 or 65, now 56 comments about UGC creators that are interested in working with the brand. And yeah, that's what we typically do. We then just click on the tweet, go through all of the creators who apply, and the one that we think fit to our brand, we reach out to them. And yeah, like we did it for a month now, and yeah, we have like a creator network of 100 creators right now who have our products, which is kind of insane. And why have we done that? The thing is, like, we don't like to use like apps like or platforms like Pillow or Mini Social, because you are not in direct contact with like the creator, and that has a few disadvantages. Like it generally takes like more time to get the creative, and also it's like more expensive normally. Like we are working like with creators, not with all 100 together on a closer base, but we just reached out to 100, gave them our product, so as 100 creatives from the creators, and now we pick like 10 to 20 which did the best job, and with those we work like closer together, and the videos will be cheaper than, for example, let's say Billo or Mini Social. Yeah, and we've also done that because, like, as I already mentioned a little bit, is like speed is the most important thing in here. Like when we have an idea of a marketing angle or anything like that, there is a maximum of 3 days where we get the creative not finished, but the raw file finished from the creator, which is insanely fast, and which makes us also like flexible, which I think is like very important here right now. And also the why we have done like 100 creators is like, as I mentioned here in the point 2, just to have like a variety of different persons. Like you have to think of, I don't know, your product. There will be many persons who are attracted to different persons in your ad. I don't know, if you are selling into the weight loss niche, for example, it's a difference if there is a man in the ad or a woman, and that's the same with different kind of persons, how they're looking. So that's what we also test. Like, I don't know, when we test like 100 creators and see like, okay, when we recognize a pattern there, that for example, like, okay, 40 plus blonde women are performing better, then we're focusing on that. And that's also like what we did here. And what I've already mentioned is like we try to filter out 10 to 30, I would say, creators that are responsible and doing amazing UGC videos, and then we will work closer with them. I mean, we're not at 30 right now, but we have a handful or 2 handful of good creators already, and then we will make retainers and source more creatives with them. I already talked a little bit about why we don't use like Billo and Mini Social, for example, or any other UGC platform that's offering a service. because you don't have normally like direct communication with the creator, and that is very, very important, because like you have to tell the creator exactly what you want. You have to script everything, you have to tell them what B-rolls you want to have. So it's very, very important to have a direct communication, and also if they're not doing a good job, let's say, that you tell them that and tell them, look, this is what you could do better. And the thing is, like with Pillow, for example, you have just one revision. Like if I think it's one revision, so if it's not good, you tell them change it, and when it's not good again, you have a problem. But I'm not 100% sure. I used Pillow like 1 year ago. I'm just doing like Twitter right now, but that's what my experience was. And with like direct communication to the creator, you really, really have like the possibility to train her and make her a good creator for your brand. Point 2 takes longer to make in general, already mentioned that, and most of the time also more expensive. How should you source creatives? Like I already told you that, like you should script everything, you should think of B-rolls and so on and so forth, because what I've experienced in my career so far is that when we don't plan anything and tell the creator she should create on her own, things are never performing. I don't know if it's because we pick the wrong creators or if it's just not working, but yeah, I can just give you the tip, like really think before you send out scripts or send out products to the creators. Think about what they should do, how the video should look like. Maybe send them like a video of an example ad and tell them, look, you don't replicate it, but it should have the same message, the same B-rolls, the same background, and so on and so forth, so that the chance of getting a really, really good creative is higher, which is the most important thing. And also on point 2, like I wrote here, is like before you send out to a creator, think about if it is your customer avatar. I mean, it don't has to be all the time, but the closer you're to customer avatar, the better, because like, yeah, people buy from people, and yeah, when there is, I don't know, a fat girl telling her experience about a weight loss program, chances are very high that a fat girl is believing in that shit. It was a bad example, but I think you know what I mean. And the third part is like, the creators need to be trustworthy and responsible. Like you really have to build a bond and figure out the creators which are doing good and sticking to timelines, because like, I mean, when you have a bigger creative system in-house, waiting for creatives, yeah, delays everything. So you really have to filter out those creators, and when you do the method like I showed you, like Twitter outreach here, there will be creators who take your product and never respond back to you. So I would pay them like, when you pay them, I would pay them like with PayPal and goods and services, and this gives you just the possibility to make like a chargeback in case they're not delivering the video. That's something you always have to keep in mind when doing things like that. And as I said, like it's very important that they're responsible, because the whole marketing team depends on them, because if they don't deliver the creatives, our video editor has to wait to cut the creatives, our media buyer can't test the videos, and everything gets delayed, and it's just not good for the business. And what management software do we use? Like we use like Trello, and as you can see here, I mean, I white out some sections because otherwise you would see what brand I'm running. But it's only the image ad part. Like when I scroll to the right, there is the video ad part as well, but it's always the same structure. Like we have an idea, we put in a card here, put it in then there, briefing, all of the media team is talking about it on the weekend, and we discuss plan for the next week. Then we just push it to the image ads. Like image ads, really, really simple. Our graphic designer is in there. We tell them, for example, in this case, 3 creators per day now with high quality, and until we give you new tasks. I mean, that's not a very specific task, but because he's working for so long for us, he already knows what's working. And yeah, he's just doing a good job, and that's why we're just giving like general task, because we know he's going to deliver. But if he would be a new guy, you should really focus on learning him what to do and give him clear instruction until he learns what is good and what is performing for your brand. But we put it in here. As soon as he is finished, he just puts the cards to image ads in review, and when they're in review, I get a notification, or my creative strategist, usually both, we go over them, and when we are happy, we just put it in here, image ads ready to launch. And when they're ready to launch, our media buyer grabs them up in here and he tests them out. That's our typical process, what we do and how we structure everything. And it usually works very well for us. I will go over the team right now as well. Like, we have a creative strategist responsible for sourcing content, writing script, responsible for the whole creative output in the company. Goal is to get like 10 new creatives per week, and that is what we currently do. When I say 10 new creatives, it's like with creators that already work with us, but also like new, because we want to always get like new faces in front, our faces for our brand. That's the job of the creative strategist, and of course like communicate with the whole creative team in terms of media buyer, graphic designer, video editor, and really figure out like what is working and source more creatives of those. A video editor cutting all the videos which he gets from the creative strategist. He's doing like 3 creatives per day per platform. So if we're running on Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, he's doing like 3 creatives per platform. But we are just mainly focusing on Facebook, so he's like doing 3 to 4 creatives per Facebook per day, which comes to 20 creatives, video creatives a week, which is not that much. I think we should pay him double the output he gives to us, because like the more videos we have, the higher the chances of finding a fucking winner. So that's what I'm currently thinking of. And here the graphic designer, again, he's doing in the sheet above you can see like 3 quality creatives per day, but I know that he's doing more than 3, because like 3 doesn't take him that long of a time. So he's delivering close to 10 creatives a day. So we're getting like 13 to 15 creatives a day, images and videos, which results to 75 creatives a week from Monday to Friday. I mean, we don't test them all, because otherwise testing budget would be too high for us. But we think we test at least like 50 creatives a week. And of course, like, where does the graphic designer take the images from? Like, we negotiated with our creative strategist that when we get UGC, for example, from a creator, that they also send us like images with that. So we just like have like UGC images from the creators, which we can put on the website, on our socials, or use as image ads. And I think that's it for the video. I hope you liked it. And as you can see here's the link to our free community and free course. We just founded it like, I think 2 days ago, and there are already almost 300 people inside. So if you're a beginner or you want to learn, anything related to e-commerce, dropshipping, join the community, and check out our free course, because it's free and a lot of people would charge a higher price for that. So check it out, and hope to see you in the community. Bye bye.